Meet Leo and Maya. They were born on the exact same day, and today they are both blowing out the candles for their 40th birthdays. On paper, their profiles are identical, but if you observe their physical realities, you see a massive discrepancy. Leo is sluggish, his energy levels are depleted, and his skin shows clear cellular fatigue. Maya, however, is vibrant, highly energetic, and glowing with health. To understand why this happens, we have to look at chronological age. This is the metric we all know, a rigid, inescapable count of how many times you have orbited the sun. It is a measurement entirely out of your control. That chronological clock ticks forward relentlessly and universally. It adds 1 second, 1 minute, and 1 year at a time, completely ignoring your lifestyle habits, your daily dietary choices, or the environment you live in. Relying solely on the calendar to measure age carries a severe statistical flaw. It assumes a fixed rate of decay for everyone and completely ignores the actual physical operating condition of the human body. The alternative metric is biological age. This is an internal measurement of the actual physiological wear and tear on your tissues and organs. This graph shows the stark underlying truth of our two subjects. Starting from a calendar baseline of 40, Leo's body structurally operates like a 48-year-old, causing his biological age to spike upward. Maya's data diverges sharply downward, revealing a body that functions like a 32-year-old. Biological age is highly elastic. Instead of a static milestone that ticks once a year, it is a dynamic state driven by your daily chemistry. A standard 24-hour day is an active, microscopic battleground. From the moment you wake up, your lifestyle choices are constantly altering your aging trajectory. The birthday celebration is a social marker, but it tells us nothing about our physiology. Our cellular clock is recalibrated by every single meal, every hour of sleep, and every stressful encounter. If we zoom past the visible symptoms of aging, diving down into the bloodstream and straight into the nucleus of a single cell, we can see exactly how the body keeps time through cellular chemistry. This diagram shows our DNA, capped by critical biological timekeepers known as telomeres. They function almost exactly like the protective plastic tips at the ends of your shoelaces, keeping the strands tightly wound and secure. Watch the mechanism of cellular division. Every time a cell splits in half to replicate, those protective caps inevitably take damage. They chip away, becoming slightly shorter and more frayed with each division. Eventually, a tipping point is reached. The caps become too short, and the cell can no longer safely divide. It transforms into a toxic, retired state known as senescence, which floods the surrounding body with inflammation. At the same time, the cell's internal energy engines, the mitochondria, begin to fail. While healthy engines glow brightly and spin actively, failing engines grow dim and sluggish. Fraying DNA caps and failing energy engines result in weakened tissues and depleted energy. This microscopic cause and effect is the actual physical mechanism we perceive as aging. We can track subjects through a standard workday to measure how everyday variables directly impact these microscopic biological timers. Certain inputs act as fast-forward buttons on a typical stressful day. Chronic work anxiety, sitting entirely sedentary, and a highly processed diet all take a measurable toll. This animated balance illustrates the mathematical result. This specific combination of negative inputs actively accelerates the fraying of the DNA caps, artificially advancing your biological age. Conversely, specific counter inputs act as rewind buttons. Engaging in morning exercise, nutrient-dense vegetables, and deep restorative sleep provide the raw materials needed for recovery. These positive, deliberate behaviors trigger repair enzymes. As the scale balances out with healthy inputs, the body actively rebuilds the DNA caps and smooths out the frayed ends, restoring cellular efficiency. The human body functions as a highly responsive input-output loop. Your daily lifestyle choices act as a literal remote control for your aging speed. Change begins with a single behavioral pivot, swapping a sugary beverage for water, or initiating physical movement. These signals accumulate into a powerful metabolic shift. The physiological result of these consistent new inputs is profound. As repair enzymes go to work, the internal metric of biological aging ceases its upward climb, and over months of sustained habit, can actively begin to retreat. This shifts our ultimate objective away from simply adding calendar years to a life. The goal becomes maximizing your health span, the amount of vibrant, disease-free time you actually experience. Your cellular destiny is highly elastic and deeply responsive to today's immediate choices. The number on your next birthday cake is an irrelevant statistic. True youth is a biological state earned by the micro decisions you make every single day.